What's going on, people? We're back.
Yeah, tonight we're kind of getting back to our roots, and we're gonna just do a little discussion on the Mandela Effect because we've been showing you evidence. We haven't really been talking about it. We've just been presenting,
You
and
haven't
that's
heard
not what we do.
our opinions on it. We have a couple other people here that might have opinions or ideas of what it might be. So we're just gonna kind of roundtable discussion the things we've already discussed: Star Wars, tonight's episode of the Union Jack.
And Star Wars is actually really interesting because it was on TV on Thanksgiving, and he said, "Luke, I am your father."
What's that? I missed that.
On Star Wars.
Was it?
Yeah, because I told my uncle Barry the show. I told my Uncle Barry all about it. He didn't believe me. So he watched it that day. And then he really didn't believe me because he's like, dude, it said, Luke, I am your father. And I was like, are you kidding me? But that does seem to be almost going back and forth or changing back.
And we discussed a little while ago about, or at least we threw out on Twitter about how we think we might have been affected, like we might have a swap in one of our videos.
Yeah, that we haven't really touched on that yet, but it's been kind of creeping me out, and I don't really know what to. Was that a different us?
Yeah, it's like we went back and watched the video, and we might bring it up here.
And well, let's tell them why we watched the video, because we got to kind of, we didn't just watch it to watch it. We had been talking about how effects were changing back. And if any of you have been following the Mandela Effect, you know that some of them have flip-flopped, like Flintstones, Tidy Cats. They've gone back and forth. Hillary Clinton's name, 1 L to 2 L's, which, boy, do I got a theory on that you guys are going to love later on. But, so, we talked about how, we were talking the other day about how Apollo 13, the audio in the video, in the movie, had changed back, but the audio in the real thing hadn't yet. It says, Houston, we've had a problem, instead of Houston, we have.
Yeah.
So we looked up our video where we talked about Apollo 13. Hopefully you guys have seen that. If not, get your butts back there and watch it.
Yeah. And apparently, everything is backwards.
We don't remember it flip-flopping at that point in time. We remember presenting to you that it had changed. So we were going to present to you how it was flip-flopping, but apparently we already did that.
It flip-flopped on us.
Our own video flip-flopped. So now we have to ask ourselves the question, was that us? Or are we changing dimensions and we're the B and Rick from the other dimension on the ball?
I mean, that's kind of a far. It's just weird.
There's nothing. We don't know what it is, and that's the thing. You throw out these wild theories, and they all could be right. In a universe of infinite possibilities, it's got to be the truth, right?
I mean, you never know. I mean, and there's so many things that I remember. And I said it in the video earlier about how a friend of mine came up to me and we were talking about our videos and our channel, and I mentioned he asked me about Shazam, and I remember watching it. B remembers watching it.
And you got to remember that when we remember watching it, we remember a whole movie that never happened that we watched. How does that work?
I do remember watching it, and I'm really off tonight. I have a headache, guys, so.
I, on the other hand, am really on tonight. I could talk for days. God, I wish you guys could call right now. I just talk. Talk.
We are going to start setting up a Skype thing or some way to get people to call on so we can have our discussions like we used to have. We're trying to get back to our roots, kind of bring back to what people started listening to us for to begin with.
Not only that, this year, I think we had a lot of stuff happen last year. Both of us.
It was a really bad year.
It was really bad. So videos were sporadic. We were promising we'd record and we didn't. And it was like hospital visits, stuff like that. Like it was things that couldn't be prevented. But this year we're gonna hit the ground running. We want to give you guys lots of videos, so we need your feedback too.
I mean, and that's really what we do. We want to talk to to you guys. We've always wanted to talk to you guys. So comments, lots of comments. Make sure you send some likes our way. You can always find us on Twitter. We now have a Facebook page. We're working on a website which will have a blog on it where we can converse with you guys.
And we also we're thinking about we would like feedback on this as well. We're thinking about going ad free on our videos and starting a Patreon account. Because to be honest with you, we're not in this for the money, but we do want to make higher quality videos. We want to get out in the field. We want to investigate. We want to do some of this stuff live. And it costs money, and we don't have that kind of money, and we need your support so that we can bring you entertainment on a regular basis.
I'm gonna start talking with one of the guys from one of our local paranormal groups, and see if we can start having them on every once in a while, maybe reviewing some of their evidence on WTF Paranormal, or even just talking to them on MonsterCast. But I also threw my name out there saying I'd be more than willing to help on investigations with them, so that's kind of going to get our foot out there.
Right, and we've also been talking to the Supernaturalist. Check out his channel if you haven't. I believe he's a featured channel, right?
He is a featured channel, but I will throw a link to him down in the description when I post this video.
And I know he wants to be in one of these discussions, maybe more, so we'll try and get him on. We'll talk about we'll talk about whatever. Like I said, we want your feedback. We are invested in the Mandela Effect because we're feeling it, but at the same time, oh man, your brain can only take so much. We need to talk about some other stuff, guys. Give us something.
That's where I've been for the last month or so, 2 months, 3 months. I've just not wanted to talk about Mandela. I wanted to do other stuff. Brandon's been sucked into the Mandela Effect.
But not only that, you guys, I keep putting up Twitter polls, and you guys are voting for Mandela. So that's what we're doing. We're trying to keep you happy. But I mean, I don't miss Bigfoot or Dogman very much, but I do cryptids and maybe UFOs not on as much of a...
But there has been some weird stuff going on with UFOs.
Oh my god,
lately.
It's been crazy. The sightings have gone through the roof.
Like super strange things. We've been watching a lot of Secure Team.
Oh, Tyler at Secure Team 10, guys. I mean, he's a pretty big channel, but check him out. His videos seem the most legit, and he'll tear them apart if he doesn't think they are.
And I mean, this double helix UFO that showed up a couple weeks ago. That
oh my
showed
god!
Me.
It looked like DNA.
Yeah, the diamond that just showed up recently.
What, yesterday?
Yeah, that's when we saw the video.
Yeah.
I don't know when the video was taken, but when we went to Secure Team 10 yesterday, we saw that.
So, I mean, we might talk about some UFO stuff.
On top of that,
mass die-offs.
Yeah, mass dives. But on top of that, with seeing this stuff with the UFOs, a couple months ago, after we had recorded an episode, I had went back to my house, and I looked up in the sky, and there was something up there. And I went to get my camera out and take a picture, and it was gone.
And that's the thing. Like, UFO activity's been through the roof. Is that connected to the Mandela Effect?
A lot of people might think it is. It's something to do with CERN, which a lot of people think is the button of the Mandela Effect.
Well, I mean, come on. They've got the most powerful machine ever conceived by man. They're recreating the Big Bang, speeding particles up to near the speed of light, and they've got it hooked up to a D-Wave quantum computer, which is also the second most powerful machine, might even be more powerful than CERN, from what they say. There's a 20-minute discussion with the guy that built the D-Waves where he talks about how they work. If you guys haven't seen that, wow, I really suggest watching it. It'll open your eyes to a whole new world of possibilities.
I don't understand what the Mandela Effect is. None of us really do.
We have theories.
There are lots of theories. I have no theory on it. I'm just...
Well, what's your theory, Rick?
I don't have one. I literally don't. Things are happening. I don't know why they're happening. I don't know how they're happening. Somebody send me into a haunted house with a camera and I'll be happy.
I mean, we would like to just get to some ghost stuff, get out and investigate. But at the same time, the Mandela Effect is so real to those of us that are experiencing it. We know these things changed. We know this world just isn't the same as it was. And not because it changed over time, but because it's just not the same world that we remember being in. Rodney King.
Yeah, we were talking about that, and well, you're gonna see us go through and search on YouTube for some of these videos. Every video that we search, I will link in the description if I remember to.
Yeah, we're just kind of showing stuff today.
But like we said, we are not monetizing our videos, so you can't hit us for. We're not trying to take anybody's views or money. Excuse me. We just want to show stuff now. So yeah, I'm gonna go try to find that.
But anyway, Rodney King. While he's looking for it, I'm sure you guys all remember. Anybody that's old enough remembers Rodney King getting beat. And I'm sure you've all heard people say, "Can't we all just get along?" About a billion times.
See it right there. I'm bringing it up.
Because that's what Rodney King said, right?
That is what I remember Rodney King saying.
Why don't we play what Rodney King said?
This is Rodney King.
I just want to say, you know, can we all get along? Can we get along?
Can we all get along? Can we get along? There's no longer can't we all just get along?
And I mean, and a lot of people say this is misremembering, but I grew up in this time. This is
I remember this. Like I remember it on TV. 90s. I mean, I was 11 when this happened, and this was a huge thing. I mean, this caused what didn't it cause riots and everything?
Yeah, the LA riots. It was so bad.
And I mean, they've parodied "Can't We All Just Get Along" in every movie. In Mars Attacks.
Yeah.
I mean,
and this goes in the same lines of the life was like a box of chocolates.
Right. The JFK, 6 people in the car, Jackie obviously shooting JFK in the head.
We haven't even touched on that yet, and that is going to be a long video.
Long video.
Still waiting for 500 subscribers on my Twitter. Come on, guys.
Yeah, if you guys follow me, you know, all 2,400 and some of you, follow him too. He's sad over there.
I'm actually more active on Twitter than Brandon is.
Yeah, I'm prettier than him, I guess. I don't know what it is. My beard's fluffier?
No.
Not even close.
No, it is.
Dude, I take way better care of my beard. we are not getting in a beard conversation right now.
You just give me 2 more months. My beard will be down to here. I'm sorry, guys. I had back surgery in February, and I just found out I have tendinitis and degenerative joint disease. Tendinitis in my rotator cuff and degenerative joint in my AC. So shaving has been difficult.
And
so I'm just not going to do it anymore.
I just refuse to do it. I just don't want to shave. I like my beard.
Way too much.
I'm obsessed with my beard.
Why are we talking about beards? Okay.
I don't know.
You gotta continue.
Hey, do you guys remember Tiananmen Square?
I remember.
You remember?
I remember.
I know.
All right, well, in Tiananmen Square, I mean, Tank Guy. I mean, I used to go to Rotten.com just to watch this guy get run over.
Dude, if this has changed since the last time we watched it.
You never know. Mandela's crazy.
All right. I'm not going to watch the whole video.
We'll just watch.
We'll take it to a point where we remember it being... Oh.
Where we remember the tank squishing him.
We remember.
Guts. Brains. I don't think you actually saw guts and brains. I don't think it was quite that vivid. But you know what we're trying to say. The guy got squished by a tank. They ran him over. They started the Tiananmen Square massacre.
Yeah.
But why did the Tiananmen Square massacre even happen now?
I don't remember. Did it happen?
Well, I think it still did.
So here's the tank. You can see the tank guy. Look, you can see my mouse now. I was just talking about that last episode. You can see my mouse. See the tank guy.
It's all pointy. I wish we had a green circle for Tank Guy.
Yeah.
Our patent pending green circle of
spooky shit.
Patent pending.
Patent pending.
Don't you dare use it. Unless you want to, whatever.
I mean, I'm going to stop this here in a second, but there's a tank. Like,
look at this. Look at
And
this.
he just messes with the guy in the tank now.
And in the original footage, I mean, this guy just ran him over. Ran him over. See, I edited myself. Do you see that?
We're gonna look. He's climbing on the tank. Why would this happen?
Come on, guys.
Can't you just drive since he's on the tank?
That's what I'd do. I would have ran him over for being in front of me if I was in a tank.
If he is on the tank, he's not under the wheels, so I keep moving.
But he used to be under the treads.
He did.
I mean, they ran him over good. So, I mean, what a lucky dude. I mean, if I died, I'd be happy about the Mandela Effect bringing me back.
Right?
Maybe, but would I know I was dead?
No. And that's the thing here is we don't know what's going on exactly. I'm gonna get rid of this because we're not. Hey, we're back.
Back to our roundtable discussion on the MonsterCast Mandela Effect.
And everybody voted for Mandela Effect tonight. We did throw a Mandela Effect video up, which has already gotten pretty good views on it.
Make sure you go like that. Subscribe to us.
If you do not subscribe to the channel, go ahead and hit that little button. Subscribe to us. Hit the little bell.
The bell is super important now, guys.
Ring-a-ding-ding.
Yeah, exactly. My sister was not getting notifications for my videos. And she watches them religiously. So she was like, "Why aren't you guys uploading?" And I was like, "Well, we put up 3 videos in the last 3 weeks." And she was like, "I didn't see any of them." And you know, unless you guys hit that bell, you're only going to get some of them in your feeds now. YouTube's new algorithm is
We're trying to figure it out.
it's screwy.
That's why we're trying this non-monetizing.
YouTube, yeah. Our videos seem to get more traffic if there's no ads on them, which to me seems
Odd.
backwards.
Yeah.
Because wouldn't YouTube be trying to make money? But this isn't a discussion on YouTube. This isn't a discussion on their crappy algorithm and their stupid changes and the way they put their creators down and their creators are their lifeblood. I hope you're listening, somebody from YouTube.
Right? You can.
Yeah. But so this next one, there was something I saw the other day, and I honestly don't know if this is a Mandela effect. I don't. I haven't heard anyone else mention it. But I was watching the opening of Different Strokes the other day. Do you guys remember Different Strokes?
I remember Different Strokes. I didn't watch the show, but I remember it.
Right.
What you talking about, Willis?
Yeah. Yeah. And I remember it being different. The word different, then an apostrophe, and then strokes underneath. Now, if you watch Different Strokes at the beginning when they show the title, it's DIF apostrophe RENT.
No,
and
DIFF.
then was it DIFF?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's diff apostrophe rent strokes. Maybe it was always that way, but to me it looks really, really weird, and I don't remember seeing it that way. But I could be completely off base there.
You know what?
I'd like your opinion on that.
You know what we haven't talked about?
No, I don't.
Tony the Tiger.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember what color Tony the Tiger's nose was?
Well, I do remember it being black, like any other tiger's nose.
That's what I remember.
But you know what? I've got a box of Frosted Flakes. I got them on the fridge.
His nose isn't black.
Oh, it's blue.
It was black.
I know it was black.
It was black, guys.
It's always been black.
Come on, guys. Tony the Tiger. Why do you gotta Smokey the Bear, right?
Nope, it's just Smokey Bear.
I
remember Smokey the Bear.
I went to the state park on a field trip as a child and had Smokey the Bear, Smokey the mother bear, come and talk to us. But it's not Smokey the Bear, and it's never been Smokey the Bear.
Now, if you go to the Wikipedia page of Smokey the Bear, it says sometimes referred to as Smokey the Bear.
Yeah, but it's just Smokey Bear.
That bear always told me I could prevent forest fires.
Only you can prevent forest fires.
You're like, I become a firefighter because Smokey the Bear. I
Yeah.
sat on Smokey the Bear's knee in 3rd grade.
See, we've had experiences with Smokey the Bear personally. Like, we know this was Smokey the Bear.
He was my boy. Well, my bear.
Yeah, we'd hang out. We'd take buckets of water, around with us just in case any fires started. But anyway, so Donder. What? Donder.
Oh, yeah.
on Donder, on Blitzen. Hey guys, you should check out. Just look up the reindeers' names, because you guys remember Donner and Blitzen
It was the night before Christmas.
went all through the house.
Yeah, Christmas is over, so I'm done with that.
Oh,
Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse.
But anyway, when Santa called his reindeer in that, he doesn't say Donner and Blitzen. He says Donder. Donder. I certainly remember Donner. Donner. I bet a lot of you remember Donner, because who doesn't know the reindeer names, right? I mean, if you celebrate Christmas, you know the reindeer.
Yeah.
As a child, you were taught that.
And it was never Donder. There was never
a D.
Second. Well, there was a D. There was never a second D.
Well, So now there's two Ds. I can't believe that name can take two Ds. It does. I mean, it doesn't sound right.
Yeah, Donder.
Used to have only one D.
Poor Donder. I mean, Donner, or I don't know, man.
It's Donner.
What other Mandela effects have just really screwed you guys up? Like, what ones have been floor shattering? Just earth shattering?
We haven't talked about it on large scale, and we plan on it. But the JFK one it hurt my head.
JFK was honestly, it wasn't the one that convinced me. I was already fairly convinced at that point, but it really pushed me over the edge into serious research. That's when I started just dedicating Rick knows. I watch Mandela Effect videos. I look up Mandela Effect stuff. I just look up stuff constantly just to see if it's changed. I've been to the patent office to check the original patents, and guess what? In the patent office, most of the things we remember are there. It's not the new way. It's not the way that it's always been. In the patent office, it's the way it is in our memories. You guys should really check that out. Just go to the U.S. Patent Office and search things. Search for Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
Search for Coke Zero. You'll see the whole Coke Zero campaign. You'll see all the patents for it. And it said Coke Zero. Not Coca-Cola. The can said Coke. You can see all of it. But that makes the Mandela Effect even freakier. Because why is it right in our patent office, which is where it originally started, but it's not right anywhere else?
None of it makes any sense to me.
So,
the Ford logo messed with me too, and I know we talked about that. The Ford logo really messed with me because
there was no stupid curly.
Yeah, that Ford wasn't a pig.
I mean, they based it off Henry Ford's signature. His signature didn't have that little curly thing on it. You can look it up from early 1900s. It's there. It's online. Lots of versions of it. I'm just glad our superheroes haven't changed yet, or our favorite shows. I keep expecting to turn Rick and Morty on and just have it be a completely different show.
I mean, they'd probably do that on purpose.
Yeah, but I mean from the beginning that we've already seen.
Right.
I just, because
like the moment something happens with the Ninja Turtles or Batman or
right,
Superman,
not Superman, Batman, Spider-Man is what I was, because Spider-Man's over there.
That's about when my head would explode and I'd start making people suffer.
Maybe things have happened with those. We just haven't seen them yet. So if you guys know, let us know.
Well, we're always willing to look into other effects that we haven't noticed. So go ahead and tell us. We are in discussions with each other and group about doing another show on our channel about testing phone apps for paranormal research.
I'm actually trying to get everybody here to record a video tonight, just to give you guys a little taste. But you hear Rick yawning. They're all falling asleep. I'm going to talk them into it anyway. We're going to do this. But, I mean, let us know what you think about that, because phone apps are accessible to everyone. And if you don't have a lot of money to get into the field, and we can find some apps
that work,
they're credible, that actually work, that's going to be beneficial to you. beneficial to us. It's beneficial to the app creators.
We're gonna look at first off the bat. We're gonna look at the Portal app
By Steve Huff.
I'm not sure if it was by Steve Huff, but it was
Steve commissioned it or had his friend make it. He did a video on it.
And there's a couple other ones that we tend to look at and use that seem to work.
But we're gonna we kind of play around with them. We're gonna do some serious recordings, and just see if we can get anything. And if we do, of course, we're gonna analyze it on the show.
Yeah. Any evidence we find on our own will be WTF Paranormal.
Yeah, where we will tear it apart. I mean, if we take our own evidence and we think that it's not legit, we're gonna tell you.
Yeah, I mean, like the pictures that we showed on our last WTF Paranormal. We know there's not little dinosaurs running around, or as somebody commented, a little humanoid figure. I forget who it was that commented, but we did get a comment on our video.
And I can kind of see where the figure on the left could have looked a little human, because I mean we were thinking T-Rex, and T-Rex is on two legs with two. You know what I mean?
Mary R said that got a week ago on our WTF Paranormal episode. The figure on the left is a humanoid figure, not a dinosaur.
So I mean, and if you guys haven't seen that, it's a new thing we're trying. We're really loose on that show. There's a lot of laughter. There's some jokes. It's different. So if you guys want to see that side of us, check it out. And if we get good responses, I mean, right now we have 0 dislikes.
Yeah, that doesn't have any dislikes on that video.
So if we keep getting positive feedback, good responses, and we want to hear from you, but we will keep doing those. I mean, we're probably going to keep doing them anyway, because some of you are going to like them, some of you aren't. I mean, that's just the way the internet works.
Yeah. We did get another comment on our Pikachu video.
Oh, did we? I missed it.
Yeah, by John Tyler Wolf. And he said maybe the Mandela Effect is by time travelers fixing the past for the future. Maybe the Pikachu means mixed people, from the yellow meaning whites to black on the tail meaning the blacks. That is interesting.
I mean, the time travel thing, the time travel part of I mean, that's one of the most believable theories when it comes to the Mandela Effect is time travel. Right? I mean, because how are things going to change in your own home?
Yeah.
Somebody had to go back and change it, right? Or we did shift realities, but I think time travel, that's more logical. As weird as that sounds, time travel is the more logical thing here. But how would that work? Why do we remember? Because think about that, guys. If somebody goes back to the Matrix movie and cuts out the line where Morpheus said, I just lost my train of thought. What did Morpheus say? See, I'm forgetting.
What if I told you?
Yeah, when Morpheus said, what if I told you? What if when somebody went back in time, that scene got cut out because it's not there anymore. If you guys haven't seen that, Morpheus does not say that in this reality. So here's the question. We saw that in the other timeline, which is technically another reality and another universe once timelines split, correct?
Yeah.
So, how do we remember it now? Because it never happened to begin with. So if time was changed, then we never could have seen it. So how are our memories there?
Oh, I already had a headache.
See, and this is the thing with time travel. People talk about paradoxes and everything else. Is the Mandela Effect itself just a paradox of time travel? Are these memories not supposed to happen?
It might be. They might. It literally could be remnants of changing of time. I'm so not into the Mandela Effect, guys.
I am. Well, the thing is,
like I enjoy talking about it, and I know you guys enjoy hearing about it, and you have your opinions. But I'm just so much more into ghosts and cryptids and UFOs.
I get that, but
black-eyed kids.
But think about this. Think about all the good things the Mandela Effect teaches us. All right, if it's time travel, or if we somehow slid into a parallel reality, either way, this works. So yes, those theories sound far-fetched, but the Mandela effect itself is insane. So what does this prove, though, that we remember this? What does it prove? To me,
that it can't be time travel.
no, not at all.
What it proves to me.
Not at all. It proves to me, because even if it wasn't time travel, even if it was moving dimensions, we still remember it.
Yes, but
that proves that those memories are not stored in these brains. They're stored in the soul.
Well, what I mean,
they're stored in the consciousness. There's something else that's not our bodies, is what I'm saying. It proves.
What I mean by disproves the time travel can happen. That if somebody goes back in the past and changes something in the past, which we just talked about, you won't remember it. There's no way this can be time travel.
Unless what I just said is true.
But
if our memories are stored in our consciousness, and you can call it a soul, you can call it whatever you want.
Basically a supercomputer.
The superconsciousness.
Yeah.
We're all connected. If our memories are stored there and not in our brains, then doesn't that prove a lot of what we're trying to prove? Life after death, ghost, spirits, that we survive physical death. Doesn't it prove that our consciousness is more than our bodies? I mean, it's real philosophical, but it's crazy, right?
It's insane. It's completely insane. We're pushing an hour on this one.
Are we really?
Almost. We're about 45 minutes or so.
Man, are you guys still listening?
Well, we're not live.
I know.
Oh, yeah. I'm tired.
I can still ask them.
Hopefully I'll stuck around.
Hey, if anybody made it to this mark, just comment, yeah, I'm still listening.
Yeah, I remember.
And if you like member berries, give us a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Everyone loves member berries.
I remember. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
That was a yep, whether you could hear it or not. She's tired. Well, I think we're gonna wrap this one up.
Yeah, because I'm
We're just kind of dragging on here, guys.
I'm so over.
But we'll have.
I don't know if we're gonna do another video tonight.
I would like to, but I gotta talk them into it.
But even if we just sit down and record an EVP session that we can go over, because Brandon and I are gonna be here alone for a couple hours tomorrow. I think the boy starts back at school.
Yeah, he's in school tomorrow, so it'll just be me and you
until
she gets done. So we'll have a few hours to get some stuff done.
Oh, probably not a few hours. It'll probably be maybe an hour
or whatever.
But we're gonna do an EVP session because this house it's active. It always has been active. If we find anything, we'll post it up.
And we might. I mean, we had an EVP in one of our videos.
Yeah, and that's our next episode of WTF Paranormal.
That's what we should do tonight, since we've talked about it twice on videos tonight.
We're gonna do it tomorrow. Got to give him something to.
It's a 10-minute video.
We got to give him something to look forward to. We can't blow it all at one time.
We can't
blow it all at one time.
I'll blow it all over.
So my plan is to do our next WTF Paranormal tomorrow.
All right, I've got the momentum. I would keep going, but you guys know Rick. You gotta bend to Rick because he's a crybaby and tired.
You don't have to bend to me. I'm just saying we can't freaking just throw everything out in one day and then we'll have nothing to do tomorrow.
Oh, I'd still find stuff to do. I'm ready. Hey, I think we've rambled enough and they've heard enough of our discussion. You guys really know us well at this point because you hear a lot of our discussions. We're pretty open. We're books. Read us.
Make sure to give this video a like. Head over to our Facebook page, www.facebook.com/blindbrick. That's BLINDBRIK. Give us a like on there.
Share the page.
Share the page with all your friends, family. Doesn't matter. Just share it.
And please comment and like. The new algorithm seems to favor videos with more activity. With more user activity. And we would like to get the message out there to more people, and we really need your help to do that. We need those likes, we need those comments. Videos aren't monetized, so that's not what they're there for.
All right. If you have any evidence you want us to go over on WDF Paranormal, if you have topics you want us to discuss on MonsterCast, or any new Mandela effects, email us.
Right.
blindbrick@gmail.com. BLINDBRIK @gmail.com. We always respond.
And I have 2 ideas for 2 different segments I haven't even talked to Rick about.
It's always good to learn these things on.
I know, right? You do it to me.
I know.
But I'd like to have a section where we just go over your comments and we reply to them. You know, just real simple. That way, you guys are getting our actual replies, not typed messages. We'd like to just go over some comments that way. But I'd also kind of like to try maybe getting some of the people that really have some stuff to say, and maybe doing like a chat room discussion or a Skype discussion or something for one of our casts.
Well, what we can do, that's the way we can do it. We can go live on YouTube.
Right.
And if you're watching live or we're on YouTube, you can chat with us.
And we would love it.
And be more part of the show. We are going to start, we're going to get around to make a Skype so that we can converse on Skype, say, if we are doing a monster cast on Mothman, which is something I do want to do.
That's actually, I haven't even thought about Mothman in years, man.
Yeah. But if we're doing something on Mothman, if people want to Skype us to get in on the conversation, that'll be something we can do. We want more interactivity with everybody. We want to talk to you guys. We do this for the truth. We are in the truth business. That's just us.
That's our tagline. We are in the truth business.
Apparently.
So you guys heard it here, man. We are in the truth business. Us and our patented green circle.
Pending green circle of spooky shit.
That's how we root out the truth. From right here with your help.
And you've seen us like on one of the Bigfoot Bonanza videos where we ripped apart this picture that we even went down to get it to pixelated point to see the different pixelization of where this Bigfoot was and other blacker areas.
And all I can say is there was definitely something in that cave.
There was, and that
I don't know what it was. I'm not gonna ever say for sure it was Bigfoot.
A shout out to Vault of Nightmares for that one, because
we appreciate you, man.
With the dinosaur pictures from last week, my girlfriend took those pictures, and we ripped them to shreds. If we don't think this EVP is what we think it is, we will tell you.
Right, and
I'm not out to promote myself. I'm out to find the truth.
I want to find the truth and promote myself, but that's just because I like your attention. I like to talk to you guys. Just talk to us all night,
all the time.
It's really late, guys. It's like going on. Well, it's getting close enough to midnight to call it going on midnight.
Yeah, it's 11:20.
And we've been doing stuff for our channel, for you guys, literally since about 1 o'clock this afternoon. So we've been going at it for 11 hours now. And I'm sorry if we're rambling. I guess I'm tired too. I just have more talk energy than you do.
Alright, guys. Well, we will be back tomorrow with a new episode of WTF Paranormal. We will be reviewing some apps for
ghost hunting.
Yeah, that.
And if we find any other interesting apps that might apply to the field at all, whether they're supposed to be ghost hunting or not, we might try those out.
I mean, I have a couple ideas of stuff that can be used in the field, but that's not app-wise.
I have some ideas for some inventions.
That's some.
But that's money.
That's some backyard scientist stuff that I want to do.
Me too, man.
I am all for that.
Yeah. Well, so you guys never know what you'll be seeing from us. We did start a Patreon account today, but we haven't actually done anything with it yet.
Yeah, we're gonna start working on that.
And we're not.
We have started a Cafe Press store, but the stuff with our logo looks kind